Okay, let's just put it all out there, right? We could put it all out there. It's one of them crazy videos, right? That if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. If you with me, you with me. If you not, fuck you. Now let me stop. But, alright. We're gonna start off with Young Money, Dirty Money, About Money, right? So I was supposed to drop a crew called About Money, and I helped create Dirty Money. I helped create Young Money. Bottom line, right? Right. I got a whole nother brew going. For a little cocktail. But let's just start there, right? It's back in '08, around my birthday. I was celebrating my birthday. Went to the studio, dropped mad tracks. But let's take it back further than that. All my life, I've been dropping tracks. I got mad demos. I got mad shit just out there and stuff. And to be honest, people from the industry been getting a hold of my shit and dropping them shits. Right? Understandable. Now, from my viewpoint, right, I'm gonna be honest, cause I would like, while I was younger, like the I Want to Be Down era and all that shit, right, I was just having fun. You feel what I'm saying? But as quiet as kept, I was going to different studios and stuff, dropping shit. I'll drop shit on the I'll make up songs on the little jump off, the little recorder jump off with the mic on it, the little red and blue and yellow shit, and the white, and make up stuff, make up songs, make up melodies. So that's how I started with music, right? And I technically always want to be on like I wanted to be all over the creative part. But then I learned it about entrepreneurship when I was around like 13. 12, 13, I learned about entrepreneurship and who really make all the money and stuff, right? So this whole time I was making music. Boom, fast forward to '08. Right? I say that's my About Money, Young Money, Dirty Money era, right? Now, mind you, all the producers that was around during that time, they all had connections to that. You get what I'm saying? They all had connections to certain individuals that was around in that studio on Central. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are established producers. So they all had connections to certain set individuals during that time. Okay, I'm coming. So, like, all the record execs, or the stars, A&Rs, and between stuff like that at the time, one of them passed, supposedly. I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Producer by the name of Midnight. I don't know for sure, but I got word. You know what I'm saying? Now this part of it, because the truth about it is I've been had money. You get what I'm saying? So what happened had happened. Drake was created. Nicki Minaj was created. Like those names mean something. And I'm not talking about in the music industry. Yes, those names mean something in the music industry. But what they didn't know was those names mean something in the spiritual realm. And all the songs that I dropped were more so hymns coming from the spiritual realm. It's not just those three groups. Those three groups was the main focus, but it's other songs out there that were created that other people got. You get what I'm saying? I'm one of those people that could create voices. I don't just make voices, I could create a voice. You get what I'm saying? So that what ended up happening. And now we are where we are. The whole idea was to create a space real fast for the music industry to float. You get what I'm saying? Like kind of like break even, be able to sustain for a little bit until everybody figured out what to do. You get what I'm saying? The way they went was the way they went, but they don't have to go that way. Like, it could switch up now. Tory Lanez proved that. Like, it could go many different ways still. Because the think tank behind it, right? Was thinking about, and they was like they kept pressuring me and like pushing me, mind you, right? The think tank behind it is different from the actual industry, because the people that think they control the industry don't necessarily control the industry. The people who invest the money into the industry or push certain agendas or messages are the ones that control the industry. So within the industry, I pushed out my message, right? I planted my seeds within the messages. If you listen to music in general, you're gonna hear green all through the messaging. Like, you're gonna hear the word green in the messaging on a lot of songs. Cause I like stamp the song with a signature. Green being verde and all types of stuff, right? Because I'm not stupid. I'm a creator. You get what I'm saying? I'm a god. No, let me stop. But yeah, the whole idea wasn't necessarily meaning like the money, right? The money come with it, but it was more so of the messaging, the creative outlets, the new realms, the new doors in general. So like throughout life that they bring upon, and also also the new thought process and the awakening, right? So I'm doing that, not thinking about all the other shit that was gonna go on behind the scenes, because it doesn't matter. But when they get me tied up with the stuff behind the scenes, that's when it's like, okay, all right, I gotta like readjust, reassemble. You feel what I'm saying? And then when certain things happen because I'm like unplugged and I'm not trying to like activate anything or still carry on, you get what I'm saying? And I didn't choose because I'm not supposed to choose. You get what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to choose up. Bitch, you is. Dead ass, ho. But when I get like that, then it's, oh, he crazy. He done. They want to start slandering me, start using propaganda and using all this shit against me and shit. But bitch, I'm your foundation, ho. Type shit. You get what I'm saying? And then they start going after all my people. That's why I really don't put too many people out there in the front fourth unless you real strong and you real magical. And the truth be told, I don't give a fuck what side you on. That's why everything loved me. But I understood from the get-go, from Jump Street, we all working for the same cause, but we all got our own jobs. And even at that point in time, I was still a reaper. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I was playing with certain ideals and stuff like that, but it's been like a downgrade to the calling. You get what I'm saying? I was still a reaper. If you understand, you understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is why it's like this type of talk, right? Now I'm good and I'm like just chilling. You feel what I'm saying? My last person was difficult for me because it was like an emotional moment for me. That's why I don't really like going to funerals and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Cause I'll see like the soul lingering, I see the collection and all that shit. if they didn't get picked up already. But a lot of times, what we like to do is pick them up before they hit the funeral. And I was like a rare form because of the humanity. And like still being attached to this realm. You get what I'm saying? Like the multi realm type situation. Because when I was a baby, you get what I'm saying? And it's hard to like know stuff, try to explain it, and then on top of it, the normal person wouldn't necessarily understand what you're saying anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, on. So, with the visionary side and the creative outlets and passing a message that was more spiritual, like even like Tunchi is a spirit. You know, like all these, Drake was a spirit, Nicki Minaj was a spirit, which spawned and birthed different spirits like Raymond. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that happened. And actually, I can't explain all of it. I don't even understand. I'm gonna be honest. At that time, it was above my pay grade. That's like the layman terms of saying it. Like it was beyond me. I just channeled. I let them use me. I let them use me. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of it. So like when I speak about that and y'all speak about magic and terror and all this stuff, I'm like, y'all babies. Cause my first reading, like real serious reading, that I did was at 5, and it was with playing cards. You know what I'm saying? I always was talking this stuff. I just always knew that God was above all of it. And sometimes he talked to me. Sometimes he don't. And it took me a long time to understand, like, it's not personal. It's self-development.